Hi Rachel. So today I'm going to just be talking to you a little bit about your website on electricity. So first we'll start at the beginning, how interactive the site was. So for I just was talking about that the content was specific, not too broad as to overwhelm your students. You were just looking here at circuits, and I thought that was great that you didn't kind of put too much on your plate for what to teach. The user has the ability to move through, so I really like that I could go back at certain parts and rewatch and change my response for things. For example, the Edpuzzle, I needed to rewatch some of the videos and I was able to go back and do this. I'm just gonna go here for a second. Yeah, Versal was actually, and I did the same thing I used Versal as well, and I thought it was really useful for that, so you can go back and forth on the menu. The user has the ability to redo or relearn a component. So for example, I said, well, before the Edpuzzle, but also the flashcards were really fun and I could go back and practice. I had the ability to make choices or paths, so I could progress at my own kind of when I wanted to. I could choose to focus more on the circuit parts or maybe the creation. It was easy for me to navigate and decide where I'd like to focus. There was one problem with the sketch drawing. Maybe I was just confused, but the drawing in lab 1, it's view only. Where was I supposed to draw that? I tried to download and install the circuit construction kit as well, and it wouldn't let me, and that could just be because I'm using my work laptop. Social media, there was an option to comment on, discuss at the end, and there were ways to communicate via Google Documents as well in folders. In regards to the design, so the look of Versal is quite limiting, I found, because I was working with it, like I said, from my side as well. There wasn't very much we could do in regards to making it maybe look a little bit more professional, but keeping to the same size fonts on the titles here on the left hand side, and then the font within the actual site was great. They were easy to follow and you were consistent. I really liked the beginning and the introduction of the course. It really helped the viewer figure out if this website would be useful for them. I also liked the Ontario Curriculum Connections. The Trello site, I didn't sign up. Did I need to sign up? I didn't actually know. So I like the idea of also having the help video there for viewers as well, because I wasn't familiar with the site. Everything was easy to understand and appropriate for grade 6 students, the language. Parts of the circuit, just the right amount of information. I like that you had part of it was the hovering part, which explains the different parts. Again, standard size font and type was consistent throughout. The text was short and concise. The Ontario Curriculum Connections was a bit lengthy. I don't actually know if there's a way to make that shorter or not. And later on I do kind of mention that maybe if this was a grade 6 student, they don't need to be fully aware of that. But I guess if a teacher might find the site and they may want to see this, so maybe a special link for just teachers only. Engagement, if I got the answer incorrect, the answer would show up. So for example, the circuit design, the only feedback that was not immediate was the feedback that would come once the work was submitted into the Google folder, which you would then comment back on. Did it look professionally created? Yeah, I found that a little bit challenging, like I said earlier, but you made it as attractive as Versal will let you make it. A great range of activities for learners to participate in. So from scratch, you were able to try a range of different items. I really liked that one. And then just talking about goals and concepts, I like that you start with the definitions and safety at the beginning, and then you move on to how they work, and then at the very end we're able to try it ourselves. I thought that was a good progression for the learners. Usability, so the options on the far left made it easy to navigate for the spots where I want to go, and then the corners, so here on the far left, and then at the bottom I have moving on to the next or moving back to the previous one. You did a great job detailing exactly what needs to happen on each stage. So if I just open one here, you gave a good description of what needs to happen. In some of them you actually put steps of what needs to happen. Let's see if you understand. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, which I thought was easy to follow. Educational guidance. So this was done through the course description, connections, where to begin, and steps to success. At the beginning, the information was isolated, and then you brought it all together in the end. So again, the progression was great. Overall, I think you did really well. I really enjoyed learning about circuits and your site. Thanks.